Boom! Hello everyone. Hello YouTube. You've just joined me. Where I got raided before I'd even started streaming. Well, I started streaming and then I was like, had a holding screen up and I was faffing and then I got raided. So it's all a bit of a shambles really. On top of that, I gave blood about 2 hours ago. So there you go. You can see the injury. So I'm a little bit woozy. So we'll just see how well it goes. What else is there to say? I don't know. Let's make sure I can see chat. Hello, hello, hello. Wait, I need to make coffee. Okay, I'll go very slow. Ethical Bournemouth peak. Very good. And I've also I spent 3 hours trying to do backflips on Monday. And I've strained an abdominal muscle, and then I was like, "It's nothing. I'm in my 30s. I'm impervious to the injury." So I went and tried to do it again for another 2 hours on. It wasn't all backflips on Tuesday. That didn't really work. So I'm injured in 2 ways. Give blood. Maybe you need to leave. Why do you need to leave, Danielle? If I've given blood. What's the reason for that? Anyway, so I'm like maybe 50% here. I also don't have a particular plan for this stream. I'm just going to sort of stumble through. I faint when Chloe gets a blood test. Oh, hon. It's already done now. It's quite fun. I quite like giving blood. It's a race to see how quickly you can, finish. And the nurse said I had big, juicy veins. Which is maybe the best compliment I ever received. Oh, negative gang. Hey! Good one. What am I? A something, maybe? I can't remember. I'm one of the ones that can do platelet donations, because they were asking me if I wanted to switch over at some point in the future. Which means... every 2 weeks you can do it rather than every 8 or something like that. When's the last time you drank any water? Yeah, they give you they fill you full of water. They really do want the blood to come out, you know. Dig those earrings. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Oh, wicked. Okay, so I've got a few bits and bobs I would like to do today. It's not anything particularly big, but we've just done a release. We did Gleam 1.9, which is really good, actually. Maybe we should have a look at what 1.9 had in it, so I can just... Ooh, there we go. So I can refresh my memory. The big ones are... I hear what? Aferis. What does that mean? Is that platelet donation? Aferis. Ah, yeah. So platelet donation is weird. They said they take your blood out of you and then they centrifuge it to get all the platelets out and then they put it back in. It's oh yeah, we're just gonna take a little bit out and give it back to you. It's that's crazy space age stuff. And that's why they can do it every 2 weeks, because you don't have to build your blood back up. Hello, Scorpion, welcome. I'm a universal donor. That is really cool. I mean, it's good for everyone except myself. Yeah, okay, that does kind of suck, but just try not to get injured. You'll be fine. Now, spin your blood until it's useless. It's not useless. You get to keep the red blood cells, and they're quite handy. Anyway, 1.9. It includes this lovely echo keyword. Oh, you don't have to import anything to debug print. Oh, gosh, that's so good. So nice. Oh. Well, this hasn't worked. Okay, let's fix this as the first thing. This is meant to be colourful. It is not. They, for some reason, decided this is CSS and mangled it. Because if we look at... Oh, page source opens here in Safari. I wasn't expecting that. If we look for... Where is it? Echo. Where is it? Is it here? Here? Yeah, this is code comment, but it's missing a thing to tell it not to highlight it, but I can't remember exactly what that is. We'll have to look that up. I should have checked that before I merged it, really, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Let's do that first. Where's my editor? Lovely. And oh, that's way too big. Ooh. My LazyVim installation is completely broken. I got really annoyed when they did a major update and messed with a bunch of stuff. And then I stopped maintaining it after that. And then I started making a new NeoVim config. Oh, excuse me. And then I completely failed to finish it. So it's all gone Pete Tong, as it were. So Coleman, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, and you can see the tabs, but if I go to the other tab, you can't see it. Great, thank you. Thank you, OBS. So, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this one. And where's that echo example? It's not here because I haven't pulled. That took a long time to close. Why is that? Woo, echo. I agree. I agree. Where's no one chatting on YouTube? Very strange. Right. Yeah, so I think there's some attribute I'm supposed to put on here. Good morning, Chris. I think maybe it's like HJ highlight. Was it HL? No. Anyone know how to, like, in highlight.js make it not highlight something for you? It just isn't highlighting this one. I'm gonna have to goggle it. That's annoying. I'm sure I've done this somewhere before. Highlights JS prevent highlighting. 4.1 pre. None of this is helpful. Hey, Disguised Pigeon, how you doing, friend? Been a little while. Disable auto. No highlights. Let's try it. Did that get? Where was I supposed to put that? Was that supposed to be on the code? Yeah, it worked. Like the difference in colors, like almost nothing. That's a little bit annoying. Is there a better color we can pick? Did fix the problem though. No, I guess that's just what it looks like on this color scheme we have. This looks darker. What's this? Code prompt. Hell yeah, let's use that. So, what would it look like? I can't remember what I did here. Oops, prompt. Cool, there you go. That looks much nicer. Let's do that. Prevent highlighting. Lovely. I sense. Hello. How's it going? I know AI is touchy in some circles, but is there any potential to improve AI-assisted coding in Gleam? Fine-tune datasets, model context protocol, etc. Well, I don't know what any of those words mean. That's not true. I know what they all mean, just not necessarily in that order. I don't know. Not a clue. It's not something I'm working on. I'm working on Gleam the language. I don't know anything particular about AI other than I use it a little bit for stuff. I find that if I did try some AI assistant things in code, and they seem to work pretty well with Gleam from what I could see, like no worse than any other language that I had also tried them with. They did like to have a bit of example code, like have a file open, and then they understood case, and they didn't. But if you asked it from scratch, it would just do Rust. I found. Okay, so maybe one thing could be Bun, the JavaScript runtime. Bun guides. Oh, I don't know what this stuff is. Has this section of their website. There's a bunch of little guides on like how do I use drizzle, whatever that is. That just makes me think of cake. How do I make a HTTP server? And they just give you like a little example like this. I imagine this stuff gets scraped by LLM training stuff. And it's really good documentation. So something I want to do this year is make something like this for Gleam, put it on the website. And once we have that, maybe that'll be helpful. I don't know. My theory is that just like if we make more documentation, that would be good for anything that wants to learn, whether it be human or some sand that we've tricked into thinking. Put your code into GitHub, then it will find its way into the training set. Yeah. Hey Louie, how you doing? I'm doing very well. I was just saying I just gave blood, so I'm a little bit ooh. I don't have any particular plans for today, so I'm just going to fix a few bits and bobs. So fixing one thing on the website already, I think. Did I commit that? Yeah, I did. Now the next thing I want to do is we've got this lovely language server, and it has documentation. We quite like documentation here. Oh, you can't middle click scroll on Safari apparently. That's surprising to me. This is localhost, so let's not do that. Why can't I? That's really annoying. So, where is it? Documentation. Let's keep the last tab open actually. You can't middle click to open tabs. Oh wow, I'm not amazed by this browser. Who's that? What just happened? Oh, I've got some followers. I'm gonna read out all the followers. Manic followed me. Rapalm and Joy. Rapalm pin. Rapalm. RP alum. There's like so many different ways I could try and pronounce that. Rapalm Pinoy. I'm gonna go for. Oh dear, this one looks very French. Parquelol. House of Cleary. To Coleman. I've already said to Coleman. Nilek Steph. And colonoscopy. Why weren't you following me to start with? I'm sure you were previously. And Leah returns. Thank you so much for the follows, everybody. Thank you very much. Lovely. So, documentation. Where is it? Language server documentation. So we've got a language server. It has documentation. Being a good maintainer, I always slightly forget to update the documentation. So it's been a few days since version 1.9 of Gleam came out. It introduced a bunch of new stuff that's really lovely. Oh, I feel like you can see the edge of my green screen here. That's this side. Oh, so good. There we go. Better. So yeah, things came out 1.9. I did not update the docs. Let's do that. And that'll give us a chance to like go through the docs and be like, ooh, look at this lovely new things we got. So anything that's mentioned in here won't be in that thing, so I can just update it as and when. And this is the file I need to put in. Lovely. So first off, echo debug printing. Oh, you can just type echo and it will debug print. Refresh the page. There we go. And that's our fix. Lovely. You can even put echo in the middle of a pipeline. Let's make this a bit bigger so you can read easier. There you go. You can even put echo in the middle of a pipeline. Oh, how handy. And it understands pipes, so I can do it for you. Whoa! Potrill, subscribed for 9 months at tier 1. Whoa! Whoa! It's like one of the OG people. You've been around a long time. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh, let's be Monad. Hello. Another one of the best usernames. Where's the bisexual applicative? Like, come on. Applicatives do seem very polyamorous to me. I will not be expanding. I will not clarify that. Git dependencies. Oh, we wanted this for ages. So you can now say, I'll get out of the way. We can now say, here's a dependency. This is the standard library, which you probably don't want to do, but you know, whatever dependency you've got that you haven't pushed to hex yet because it's not good yet. You want to test something before it's released. Give it a URL. Give it a ref like tag, branch, char, you know, whatever you fancy, and it would clone it for you. Very nice. I'd be for sure using the git deps. Me too. Really, really useful stuff. Transgender functor when. What would a monoid be? Improvements to bit array syntax, faster list pattern matching, go to type definition. Aha! Here we go. So this is something we need to add to the language server because this is a language server feature. Well, sorry, the documentation for the language server. Bisexual applicative. The bi function is right there. Good point. That's too obvious. And by too obvious, I mean I didn't think of it, so not obvious enough. Okay. Let's add this to here somewhere. Go to definition. Go to type definition. Go to wheel. I don't like this like little wheel jumpy animation thing my editor does now. I really need to make a new Neovim config, but I can't be bothered. Go to type definition. When I can just copy this from the release post, can't I? Because they've got a description here. This text is very large. There we go. There we go. When triggered, yes. Is that too much detail for these docs? It's probably fine. I'm eating grapes. You're not supposed to eat on TV, but whatever. You lot don't pay me enough. I'm gonna do it. Lovely. Next up. Hex search integration. I'm a professional. Hex docs search integration. So Hex being the lovely package manager we use. Hex docs. Okay, it's not live yet. I don't think they're gonna have a new search thing soon. Or maybe it's already available somewhere. I'm not actually sure. And they are indexing all of the Xdoc packages. So that's all the Elixir ones and all of the new Erlang ones. And then you'll be able to search through them, and not just search for like package metadata like the name and the description. You'll also be able to search like individual functions and types and that kind of stuff. That's really useful. And the Gleam documentation isn't made using Xdoc. We've got our own documentation generator, so now the Hex folks have like very kindly edited our in documentation search index to be something that they can index, and then it'll be added to that larger search thing. Very handy. You repeated and trigger the feature. Oh no. Jack's showing off superpowers of actually reading stuff. Trigger. Oh yeah. We're triggered on an expression. The language server. Thanks, Jack. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Have you considered Helix, or is the change in keybinds too much? I do quite like this sound of the Helix key bindings. I did try to get into them a while. I found it a little hard to get used to it. But the thing that put me off really is that it was just lacking loads of features that I use very regularly. I like the idea of an editor that just works like... but if I don't have the time to... But even if it did have all of the features that I use, the fact that it uses a different, like such a different input method would take more time for me to learn than making an EOVim config. Like it wouldn't take long for me to do it. I just never bother to do these sort of things. Helix plugins. I don't know if I'd care about plugins or not. Well, I guess that's why I don't use it, right? It doesn't have all these features that I use, and there's no plugin, so I rely on them to have the features. While like EOVim doesn't actually have a lot of the features I use, but it's a framework for making an editor as much as anything else. Maybe one day. La 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 la. See certificate support. Yeah. Convert to and from pipeline code actions. Ah, how handy. How handy. Let's add these then. Code action. I think there already is a converts one. No. Convert to and from use. Aha. Convert to and from pipe. Use. Oh, well, I've made a mistake here. So that's meant to be pipe convert to and. Whoa, have we've lost a section here. Look, it says convert to and from use exists, but qualifying. Oh wow, these code actions need to. Oh wow. Ooh, that was a mistake. To and from use. Wow, okay. And that's below case correction, which it should be. Good. Convert to and from pipe. And then I can copy the examples from if is in the this is when the code actually presented, and the code will be updated to this. The code action running the code action again will reverse the change. Okay. That's probably enough information. I could say something about, yeah, I can just copy this line. Do. Lovely. Converts to and from pipe. Fix use. Oh, wow. Jack really is my, if your cursor was within the list, if your cursor is within the list argument, then the code action was suggested, and If ran the code rotated to this. What do we, if your cursor, if, I'm not sure what you're saying, Jack. If your cursor was, if your cursor, if within the list argument, it doesn't say that. I don't think. You're missing the. Oh yeah. I was focusing on your second if, which is. See, you got to leave some typos in for people to make their first contributions. And now I've got to do one of these for every single change. Oh, what's going on? Right, so what are the other things? Righto. Oh, you can generate a JSON encoder. Oh, so nice. So nice. Do you always code without AI? Shocked face. Why are you shocked that I'm not using AI? Like, I've been a professional programmer for over a decade, and AI has been a usable tool for a handful of months. Of course I can write code about AI. What are you on about? I did try using the auto-completion stuff that was popular at the beginning. Wow, I hated that. That was awful. It's a really bad experience because like the latency you get from the completions is terrible. So that you'd get your first round of completions, so, you know, from everything that runs quickly, and then you go to select one, and then the autocomplete, then the LLM ones get added, which reorders everything, and then you accidentally press the wrong thing, and everything goes wrong. Oh, nightmare. I do quite want to try one of those ones where you like press a button and it pops in a little prompt into your editor session. You say, hello, can you do this thing? Can you restructure this, please? And then it gives you a diff, and you can improve it or not. I would like to try that, but that would involve me, again, working out literally anything about NeoVim. I can't be bothered. I'm just so much of my I've got so many things I need to do, and a lot of it's just like, oh, I just need to sit down and do it. I can't bother. I could do that, or I could just do my job and like do more Gleam stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Who cares? I'm gonna open the window a bit because it's getting a bit carbon dioxide-y in here. Look, I've got a little meter, and it's telling me that I'm gonna die. Let me do that. I also think the excitement of all the LLM stuff makes it very easy to give yourself bad habits. Really easy. And I don't think this is new. I think that I've had a bunch of I've worked with programmers or had programmers I've worked with programmers who their first when presented with anything, rather than thinking about it, they would always search for it. You know, they'd search for it in Google or they'd search for it in Stack Overflow or something, and they go, oh, look, there's a thing here, and just copy it. And that's like almost never what you want to do. Like you really do want to like think about something and make decisions. And like understand, like come up with some different options and try and understand, like, okay, so what's the trade-off here? Like, why would I want to do one or the other? If you don't do that, if you just go straight to like, oh look, there's a solution, I'll take that, you just end up in a worse place. And I think encouraging more and more search for knowledge functionality, doesn't really matter if it's AI or not, into a developer workflow, just encourages a lot of people to not do that if they don't have that rigor, or if they're still learning those skills of like actually how to evaluate things like that. So it's a good tool. So I just you need to be really careful it doesn't you're not dulling other skills. So let's add this one then. We can probably use the convert decoder one as a base. No, generate decoder. Isn't there a generate one here somewhere? Decode, generate decode. Oh, no, stop it. Generate JSON encoder and JSON. I panicked for a minute and I was like, oh, wait, hold on, did I forget to switch over and you can't see anything? Oh. Ah. This should be here. Okay. Encoder. This function can generate a function that turns a type turns a custom type value into JSON using the Gleam JSON library. Lovely. Let's copy that. If it goes within the excuse me. The code will be updated to this. I love my job. I'm the Gleam janitor. I got some much smarter people than me to write all the code, and I just review code and update documentation and update that list of sponsors, saying thank you sponsors. You should sponsor me. Sponsor me on GitHub Actions. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Oh no. I swallowed a grape. Oh my gosh. Is there no beginning to this man's competency? I'm afraid not. Lovely. What? Where's music playing from? What was that? Oh dear. There's a browser tab with a video that just started playing for some reason. Headings are in the wrong order now. Oh, I was going to say Jack. I got it correct. Are they the wrong order? Let's find out. Headings also letter case. Generate JSON decoder. Generate function. Generate decoder. Are you right, Jack? Generate decoder, generate function, generate JSON decoder. That is the right one. What are you on about, Jack? That's correct. No, I'm dead. That's it. Game over. It'd be a very tragic stream if we saw the creative Gleam being defeated by a group. It's how I want to go. That's how I want to be remembered. We beat Jack. He's wrong. I win this time, Jack. I like what Jack's like, I can't read, but actually like the last few. Oh! What? The last one was really slow as well. Confused noises. Okay, that's gone to somewhere that I didn't want to go. And it's why does Safari keep logging me out of GitHub, by the way? Like, what's going on there? You should sponsor all of these people. Look at them. They are really cool. You should sponsor them. So did it work? Yeah, I think so. Is GitHub having an outage? Where's the build for that commit? Not sure I trust that. All right, so what's the next thing? Louis 1, Jack 297. Oh dear. I mean, that's a big improvement. If you think about the ratio of, like, previously it would have been like infinity in Jack's favor, and now it's only 1 to 297. So I'm gaining very rapidly on Jack. You gotta watch out. Also, let's just say, like, shout out to Jack and Sharia for these absolutely amazing code actions and things they've done. How good is this inline variable? I think the next release we're going to have global rename of types and functions and all sorts. People are going to love that. That's like the last big missing bit, I think, of the, like, everyday editing experience. Super excited for that one. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh. So this is like, if you make a language, and man, you know, you reach this sort of status where people are like, oh, that must be an amazing programmer. All I do is update the docs. My programming days are behind me. I'm the janitor. Oh, someone just Lormiz, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I just remembered I need to make a Z theme for Haley. Huh. What's special about the theme? What am I doing? Inline variable. Where should that go? Is this multiple? This isn't alphabetical order. It's nearly alphabetical order. Where should it go? Here? No, inline variable is a code action. What am I doing? And these are alphabetical order, I think. Inline variable. Inline variable. I don't like this. I'm not a huge fan of this markdown preview thing I've got either. I don't like how it, like, makes links pop, you know, bigger and smaller. I'd rather just see the link. So, whoops. Inline variable. This code action can inline a variable that is used only once. A variable definition, just a variable def. Okay. We could even get rid of the IO. Just say, like, because within the greeting variable, it'll be updated to exactly the same thing. Nice. Oh yeah, the pattern match one. I completely forgot that even existed. But now I've accidentally changed the order though. Much better. Inline variable. Someone suggested add code action. What a good idea. I really wish. So language server protocol is awesome in that, like, it works and it's finally enabled us to you know, improve all of the editors together. But it's also kind of rubbish. So I'll give you an example. If you want to rename something, you press the rename button, and then it pops up with a little input, and then you type in the new name, and then you hit return or enter, whatever, and then it renames stuff. Amazing. Look how useful that workflow of saying, I want to do something, and the language server goes, okay, can I have some information, please? And then it does the thing. Brilliant. That's really good. But the people who make the language server protocol and maintain it, decide what's in it, they say that the protocol should be UI-less, which means you're not allowed to have forms anywhere. You can't have an input to ask for more data. But they already do. Like renaming does, so like it clearly is already there. Like the clients have to implement this, and the servers need that information. Like that there's no two ways around it. We're already past that point. There is UI, but it just means that like rename is a special thing that behaves differently to everything else. And if you have other things that you'd want to, make, if you have other things that you'd want to take additional information for, you just can't. So, for example, I would really like to be able to say, have a code action that is something along the lines of, oh, excuse me. Oh, I must be coming down with a cold or something. Yeah, if I want to have an action that says something like, generate type from JSON. So you trigger it or something like that, and then you, maybe it comes up with an input, and then you put in some JSON, and then, you do it. Or I don't know. There's so many different things you'd want to be able to like ask for additional information for it, and you just can't do that. Which is rubbish. It's really rubbish. I really wish that they'd expand the protocol to enable us to do more interesting things, because oh gosh, there's so much potential to do like loads of amazing stuff if you're in a language where you know loads about the code, like Gleam, and we're limited by a very unimaginative set of restrictions on the protocol. You could do so much more. and then you end up going back to, okay, well now we've got to make a plugin for all the editors. What editors do we want to support? Yeah, it's rubbish. It's really annoying. Like you could imagine all these like AI assistant things. They could use the same protocol. So you could make one language server. It's a plugin system that all the editors speak. Brilliant. Like you could make one that is your chat GPT one, and it has like a little text UI thing or something. There's so much stuff you can do, but instead we're making like a plugin per editor. It sucks. Really annoying. Toilet's giving me the answer to my how to do the markdown thingy. But I'm just gonna not do it. I kind of want Lazy Vim to be really bad and annoy me so much that I go, I'm gonna make my own one. But I never get around to doing it. I'm kind of waiting for the next NeoVim release to come out, I think, because they've got a bunch of improvements to how language server configuration is managed. What keyboard do you use? Says Kangar. Oh, I'd love to show you. Can I do it? No, this cable's really short, so I can't. Oh, no, I can't reach it. That's annoying. I'm using a Plank. What is it? Which ref is this? Revision 6? 7? Can't remember. I got it from Massdrop. It's got a lovely. I can't. If I unplug it, I might not have a keyboard for the rest of the stream, but let's find out. Ugh, there we go. Oh no, it's green. You can't see it. It looks rubbish. For those at home watching on black and white television sets, this is a lovely green color. When snooker, the game, like pool, that kind of game. Does my keyboard work? It does, good. When that was played on TV, it was one of the first sports that got picked up when colour TV was introduced. Because it's like it's a game where colours matter. So like, oh, perfect, let's put that on colour TV. And you'd get the commentators making little jokes, saying things like, and for those of you watching on black and white TV, the red ball is the one next to the blue ball. Thank you very much. Very helpful. Super helpful. Also, the Gleam green one, I have the same. Yeah! Ooh, transparent, my favourite. Yeah, I love the plank. It's really nice. I have, what have I done? I have ordered the, what are they called? Keyboard I/O? Is that what they're called, maybe? They've got a new Prionic. I think it's the big plank that has the number across the top, and they've made one that is like that and is Bluetooth. And I was like, that looks really nice. I'm going to use that. That's really cool. I'm going to try that. Good morning. Leah returns. Hello, hello, hello. Lovely. Lovely. All right, let's crack on with whatever the next thing is. So, generate multi. Yeah, we already know about this. Well, that's not true. It's already documented, but it isn't documented in a way that says it's restricted in a way that this is announcing the restriction being removed. So we don't need to do anything. We're fine. Oh gosh, we're posting all the things we want. Remove unused imports, remove private functions, remove effort, expand wildcard pattern in every match, make field constructor explicit. Wow, those are all really good. You've got to make issues for all of those suggestions. You've got to make issues for all of them. Hey Louis, what are we building today? I'm updating documentation. Woohoo! Really exciting. And then there's some other stuff I will do if I get round to it, but you know, we'll see how far I get through it. Do all of those. Those all look really good. I definitely want all of those. Remove echo is a really good idea. I'm trying to think of what else. What else could we have? Add macros. What does that mean? You got to define macro. You've got to go to my website, lpil.uk, and you got to click on how to add meta program to Gleam, and then you got to read all of this, and then you can add macros. It's a very simple guide on how to add macros. Look, it's got a step on how to do proposal and everything. Generate thingy, string interpolate. Oh, there's more. What a ridiculously huge release this was, eh? Interpolate string. Was it string interpolate? What is it called? I don't know what the letters are, so I don't know if the vowels are right, so I assumed it was dark immediately. But it could be dork, or it could be drock, or druck, or dork. Could be anything at all. Anyway, thanks for the follow. Dark Gracken. That sounds good. That sounds very cool. Really enjoying these grapes. Oh, not that one. That one's a bit. Ugh. We implement every type of macro from every programming language. Easy. Ah, I'm sure that definitely will go well. Oh. I think when people say they want macros, they mean the C macro system. I'm pretty sure that's what people want. They want the C preprocessor. Is C included in release compilations? I mean, if you try and publish a package, it will not let you do it if you've got echo in it, if that's what you're asking. Is Lucy free to use? Not commercially, obviously. Why would you want to use it for? Should this be called interpolate string, or should it be called string interpolate? Whoa! You added a Lucy emoji? How do I do that? How do I do that? I need a social media manager who can do things for me. I will pay you. I'll pay you twice as much as I'm paying my personal stylist. Right, is this interpolate string or is this in string interpolate? Interpolate. Whoops. Interpolate string. in X inline. Whoop. Interpolate string. Can split a string in order to interpolate a value. The way it's described in here doesn't really work. Echo statements automatically stripped out when you compile for release. No, because we don't want to do that because we don't want to encourage people leaving them in. So instead we force people to remove them. Having said that, there's not a compile for release thing. There's a thing called Erlang releases, which we want to support in future, but that's not something we have today. So no, it won't strip automatically. The idea is that it won't let you do things unless you remove them. And then we can provide a code action for removing all of them as a convenience. So let's say greet name string. Whoops, string. Oh, I'm typing in the wrong window. Sorry, pals. So hello. Hello. If your cursor is before the wrong button character in the string, then the code action will be suggested and the code will be object to this. This is pretty easy to watch, even though I have no idea what I'm looking at. Are you a programmer? So is that what level of no idea are we talking about here? Are you not a programmer, or are you not a Gleam user, or what? What's your level of context or not context? Oh wow, I keep pressing the wrong buttons on my funny keyboard today. Everything's like you press 3 buttons together. I know Hello World. Ah, awesome. That's cool. So I'm updating the text of a website that documents some code stuff. And this website, rather than having like a WordPress or Squarespace type thing, this website, the content is kept in text files, and then the text files get built together by a static site generator to make the website, to turn it into HTML. And this is a format called Markdown. There you go. I've taken that you've done Hello World quite literally, which you know nothing, but there you go. There's a wee bit of context. And it's all about a language called Gleam, to which I invented. It's a lovely language. And my full-time job is to work on Gleam, which I'm very I'm very lucky to be able to do that. And that's because of my sponsors. Lots of lovely people sponsor Gleam, including I didn't mean to press that. Including where is it? Whoop, there you go. Thank our number 1 sponsor, Lambda Class. Thank you, Lambda Class. Really appreciate it. Back to my editor. So we also need to describe maybe we just describe maybe just copy exactly what it says here. Oh, I didn't actually copy it. If the cursor is going to the language server of it, so. If the cursor sets in a valid Gleam name, then that will be used as a variable in the interpolation, as a variable name in the interpolation. La 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 la. Oops. Lovely. I hope I get an internship at Bloomberg in London. Hey, I hope so too. Are you interviewing for that? I used to, back when meetups were a thing, back before the pandemic. I went to Bloomberg's offices a few times. It was quite cool for like functional programming stuff. Like I remember when, what was it called back then? BuckleScript, when BuckleScript was starting to take off. I think it might have actually come from, I think they were the people who made it or employed the guy who made it, and they used it in production, but like wouldn't tell me about the details of that for finance reasons. Yeah, we like went to a bunch of meetups there. It seemed pretty cool. It was very cool. Quite enjoyed it. They had like big weird glass orbs hanging from the roof of the office. It was very strange. I was like, wow, this place has way more money than anywhere I've ever worked. Anyway, good luck. I hope you get it. Are you based in London at the moment? Because if so, there's a Gleam London meetup that you should come to. Oh yeah, everyone should come to the Gleam London meetup. Can I just can I advertise that while I'm here? How do I do that? Gleam London. Yeah. Look, you should come to Gleam London. Oh. What? Oh, it's not called that. It's called like Elm Gleam or something. Meetup. Here we go. Here it is. Yeah, this one. Come to this. It's in March the 19th. That's pretty soon. It's like really soon. It's going to happen in Paddington. And a bunch of Gleam and Elm people are going to hang out. And we're going to do like little presentations. Just come down. Come on. Be great. Right, next thing. Module qualifier hollow. Yeah. What do we say about that? Actually, let's commit first. Interpolate string. Hover. Module qualifiers. Nice. And that's, okay, that's everything. So we're now up to date. Lovely. Module hovering. Whew. Nice. I can tick that off my to-do list. Where's my to-do list? Jack, are you updating the to-do list? I could do that. Update documentation. Yep, okay. Oh, I've got a message from someone who's messaging me. So I shouldn't read it now. I don't know who they are. Okay. Let's do a meetup in July when I'm in London. Yeah, no, seriously, when you're in London, Mark, let's totally do a meetup. Why would we not? Assuming anyone other than me is still in London. I mean, even if it's just me, yeah, let's definitely do a meetup. It'd be really nice. It's always a bit unpredictable, like to how many people are going to turn up to a meetup. I don't really understand. I think it just is luck, you know, what's going on at the same time as your thing. Right, it's been over an hour. I'm going to take a break. Take a couple-minute break. And then we're going to do something else. It's going to be loads of fun. Oh, I should press the advert button as well. Given the current state of affairs, I might just stay in London. You can go to Wimbledon all the time. Well, probably not all the time. I mean, you could, because like Wimbledon is a place. But like, if the tennis isn't on, there's probably less reason to go there. Anyway, you can go to Wimbledon all the time. You should do it. Right, how do I, okay. I don't know, 3-min break-ish. Right, bye. Bye. Where's the advert button? Back in a sec. I'll be right back. Yeah. Hello. I'm back. Lovely. Right, there's some other jazz I need to do. I'm trying to remember what though. I think Jack was suggesting he was gonna. There is a also on the website. There is a. Nope. Oh. What's it called? Roadmap. Oh, it's at the bottom. That's why I can't find it. I need to update this. The website. I think Jack said he was going to do it. I don't know if that's true or not. It's frankly, it's beneath him. Whoa, this is really annoying. So let's see if he's made a pull request or not. If he has, then I'll just. Oh, he beat me to it. Okay. But I can't merge it because GitHub has logged me out. It's so annoying. This only happens on Safari. It doesn't happen on Firefox. Why is that? I have no idea. So there's a few things we could do. Such a Jack thing to do. Yeah, I agree. Jack, work slower. You're causing me problems. So what other stuff could I do? I made a new... So ages ago, I updated the packages site to work without SQLite, which I was very happy about. And then after that, I promptly... after that, I then proceeded to not deploy it. So I should probably just deploy it. Maybe we'll do that. That could be good. And I can do that by following one of the guides. Docs. Where is it? Deployment. Linux server. Yeah, I can follow this. So let's do this. You will be using the most recent version of Ubuntu in this tutorial. Okay, I'll do that. So I don't think I'm going to show you my Vultr Cloud console. I'm just going to have to read it out to you, and you're going to trust me. Right, I'm going to deploy a server. I want shared CPU, and I want it to be based in Europe, in London. And I want it to be one of the smaller ones. If I can find one that's available in London. Aha, here we go. Okay, so one virtual CPU, 1 gig of memory, 25 gigs of SSD, and a terabyte of bandwidth a month. And that costs $5. Fantastic. I don't care about automatic backups, so I'm going to turn that off. Yes, I understand the risks. I don't care about them. And I would like one of them, please. What should I call this? I need a host name, don't I? I suppose. Configure operating system. It's not loading operating systems. Aha, there we go. Right, I want to use Ubuntu. And what's the latest LTS? 24.4, and that's 5 years. Okay, great. So 24.4, lovely. I kind of want to use OpenSUSE, to be honest, but it's not what it says in the guide, so we're not going to do that. And SSH keys. Let's add my one, and host name can be. I don't know. What should the host name be? What do we call it? What do we? Do I give things clever names, or do I just say like Gleam 1? Stretchy. What do you think, folks? Gregory. We should call it Gregory. A compelling argument. Do I want to have public IPv6? Yes, I do want to have public IPv6. Do I want DDoS protection? No, I don't want DDoS protection. Do I want to have credentials for a limited user? Yes, I do. And okay, host name. I'm just going to call it Gleam 1. Gleam 0. Lovely. Well, let's deploy that. Good. Right, I pressed the deploy button. That's going to spin around for a few minutes. It says next thing I need to do is configure my DNS. Well, I can't do that yet because I don't have an IP address. Or do I? Actually, let's have a look. What? This subscription is not currently active. What does that mean? This is a thrilling viewing for you folks, I'm sure. Okay, well, it doesn't... Maybe it's server details. There we go. Aha, I've got an IP address and an IPv6 address. Okay, let's add those. to my DNS, which I'm also not going to show you. You're just going to have to be very tolerant, everyone. Very patient. I know you're just here to see my face anyway, so it's all going very well. Come on, you. Where is my... There we go. DNS. Add a record. What do I want to call this? I want to call this packages. Show us your DNS, you coward. That's it. I'm just a little scaredy cat. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to do it. Packages sites, and I'm gonna proxy it through. Am I gonna proxy it? Nah, no, I'm not gonna proxy it. Packages do. Let's add a quadruple A. DNS record for IPv6. Oh no, that's the wrong place. Packages too. Oh, amazing. Lovely. Right, there we go. I've now got 2 DNS records. I can move on with the bits of the tutorial you can actually see. So, prepare your application. Ensure your application is listed on 0.0.0.0. Full stop. If you're a mist or wisp, you can use this within the mist.bind function as shown here. Okay. Let's do that. No, this is the wrong site. Lovely. So, oh, this is, oh no, this is right. Yeah, this is right. Bind. There's really no definitions found. Huh? Something gone wrong with my my language server here. Come on. Parse trans is still the best named package in the whole Erlang ecosystem. I'm not sure what it does. Something to do with parse transforms, but oh, I know what's going on. Okay, so let's update the deps. Lovely. Lovely. There we go. Everything's working now. Cool. Let's see if there's anything outdated. Gleam, deps. Isn't there like a... I thought there was an outdated command or something. Oh no, Oh no, it now prints if you try and update and there are major versions that have been released you're not on yet. That's what it prints. Hello, I'm back. What did I miss? Oh, I made 2 DNS records off camera and made a server. Not in that order. That order wouldn't make any sense unless you expected to get extremely lucky with your IP address. And I complained that you had updated the roadmap for me. Ooh. Okay, cool. Update deps. And let's update all the Gleam versions as well. Where's my Gleam version? Pop, pop, pop. Are we on 9.1 now? Yeah, we are. That looks fine to me. And 6.3, let's update that to 9.1. Update Gleam version. Yeah, Jack, stop being so good at your job. It's not even your job. Stop being so good at this thing that you do to help us. And right, here's the thing I actually came here for. Oh yeah, I should publish these. These are my ETS bindings. I think they're quite nice. As you can see, that it's all in Gleam. It's not at all FFI. I think these are quite good bindings. They're a lot smaller in scope than a lot of the other packages, but I think that makes them more workable. Like, it's just the bag API. I can't remember why I called it ethos. Oh, ETS. ETS. Ethos. Okay. Bind. Okay, so we don't bind anywhere. Is that true? Yes, no. Okay, so we need to do the thing it told us to do in that guide, which is to say mist, bind, and a string it takes. There we go. And we need to have a Docker file. It says as the next step, we've got one. Okay. Bind to listen on all interfaces. Lovely. So the next thing it says, I should have a Docker file. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've got. And it says build your container on CI. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to do. First Gleam stream ever to configure my fresh Linux install after my previous install died on me. Oh no, what happened to it? It's really annoying when computers go kaput. So do we have do we build things here already? I guess it would be a new workflow. Yeah, okay, looks like no. So we say like build container. Pop. And Gleam run. It should just be like Gleam packages, I think. Does it tell me what to change? Edit edit this with the name of your GitHub repository. If your repository is at Wibblewob, it should be Wibblewob. Okay, and this is packages, right? Yes. Does it say anything about applications here? No. Okay, good. Lovely. Okay. So I'm going to need a build it as the tag web app and push it. Okay, nice. I did the mistake and switched to the Linux distro of my employer. Not doing that again. Oh yeah, you gotta be watch out. Those pesky employers always trying to get you. That's why I'm not employed. It's not why I'm not employed. I mean, I do quite enjoy not being employed, but you know, it's more because I have a significantly large project that I need to look after, and I did for about 6 years do Gleam around my job, which was hard work. That was really hard. Now that I'm on Gleam full time, I can have hobbies. I can spend 3 hours on a Monday trying to do backflips and injure myself. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. I'm forced to work on a Windows client, so yeah, it's annoying using operating systems. It's annoying having these tools you don't like. I don't like workplaces that make everyone use. I understand why, but like it's annoying when they try and really standardize everything, because you know different people have different needs. I remember that I worked at a place that tried to get us to all use JetBrains IDEs, Which I could understand the argument. They're like, oh, but then we know everything works the same. You just follow these guides that of loads of screenshots we've made of like how to go through things. And my problem was it made my repetitive strain injury really bad to try and use as editors. And so I like had a big talk with the engineering manager about that. But the other problem was that, like, you know, the argument was it means everyone's consistent. You know, no one can not build the app. It's like, well, just write some build scripts. You know, the fact that the fact you've coupled it to an IDE, like a big complicated proprietary one, is a problem. Like, you could just, if everyone has to do it through there, everyone needs to use it, and then it's really complicated. Or if you just have like a shell command you run that would do it, that would work regardless of what machine people are using. And the other thing is, our guide on how to do it had become out of date because they'd released a new version of like whatever the JetBrains IDE was, I can't remember, and they'd moved all the settings, and now all the screenshots didn't line up. So I was like, oh, hey, engineering manager, I've spent like an hour trying to follow the guide you've made, and none of the things are where it says it is. Boo. And yeah, thankfully they were like, okay, you can use whatever you want. And then I used VS Code for a while. Employment is a scam meant to transfer wealth from the common man to the global elite. Wow. Comrade Mark over here. I mean, like, he's completely correct. Like, that is true. Last time I was forced to use Windows, I used VirtualBox to run Ubuntu. I used Windows for a while, and I just did all the work on Windows, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. At SUSE, we can luckily choose whatever we want and just expect to keep it secure. You work at SUSE, awesome! I've installed SUSE or OpenSUSE on my home server, and I'm really liking it. I only used SUSE for the first time late last year, and I just really like it. It seems really nice. That box has some hardware problems I need to fix, but you know, ignoring that. I didn't have enough time to like play with Linux distros anymore. Build container image. I forgot what I was doing this. I should have pushed that so it could have built while I was chatting away. I'm really salty here. We had layoffs. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I mean, you should be salty. I mean, employment makes me salty every day. That doesn't need to be layoffs. I'm just bitter every time I gotta like jump through those hoops. I'm using, what am I using? Can't remember what I'm using. What is it called? Atomic? No. What's the OpenSUSE immutable distribution called? I'm using that, which I really like. Yeah, I don't. No, not the graphical one. The like container operating system. That's what I mean. I think that's what it's built for. MicroOS, that's the one. Yeah, I'm really liking it. It's been like rock solid for me so far. I dig it. Big fan. Right, should we see if this container's built? It's probably crashed in some exciting way. Oh, it failed. It failed. It failed. It failed on the push image stage. I like how it doesn't show me anything. Oh, it's because I'm not logged in. Alright, I'm going to look in my other browser because I'm not going to log in stream. Or can I press login and then it like sign in? No, I don't want to type in my password on stream. That's just asking for trouble. Okay, so if I look in my other browser, welcome to the Gleam Radio Show, where you can listen to me describe things that I can see. Oh, error passing reference. Not a valid tag. What? What? Is there a mistake in my guide? I don't understand why it ran actually, because it's only going to run on tags, isn't it? On tag push? Oops, wrong button. Oop. Oops. Yeah, on push. Isn't that only on? GitHub workflow on tag. Tag. Tag, tag, tag. Tag, 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 tag. On push tags. Right. Run your workflow only when push a specific tag occurs. Okay. 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 Why did it run? I don't understand. Like, that looks like... This worked for Roman, so I'm push a tag that starts with v1. Okay. This should only run if I run a push a tag, right? I'm reading that right, aren't I? But it ran when I didn't push a tag. Why is CI systems so annoying? Like, all of them. Like, I've never used any that I thought, this is good. 2 thumbs up. Solid Genova. Hello. No, you have to do some logic as far as I know. What do you mean you've got to do some logic? What does that mean? Also, I'm pretty sure I did do... I made a... Wow, that's really annoying that Safari... Safari just seems like a dodgy-ass browser to me. Look at this handsome chap. I'm pretty sure I made a... like some little example application. Oh, I guess not. Where is it? No idea. Okay, never mind. No, you have to do some event. You have to say if the event name is release and the release tag. What the documentation literally just said. This workflow will run if someone pushes the tag. You can use tags or tags no filter. Oh, I see. This is a filter. I see. Okay, and I've put a filter that's empty, so it could be anything. Oh, okay. Subscriber Prime. Ah, thank you so much, Neo Meow. So is there not? There's a push. Okay. Oh, I see. I understand now. Okay. I thought that was one for like pushing tags. Okay. Okay, I understand now. Gotta run. See you, Mark. Have a lovely time. Oh, and I've got an example. Thank you for the example. So where's the bit where you say... you say if... What was the thing you said? Event name. Wow, I like how Safari takes 1,000,000 years to show everything. So this is like run the entire workflow. Oh, okay. That's nice. So let's copy that. Gosh, this is so laggy, Safari. I'm not impressed with you at all. And it was on a job. Okay, let's copy that. Let's maybe add that to the... Oh, in which case, that's a good argument to update the website, right? Let's do that. So we think it should be... build image. Oops. Oh. Let me copy that again. Where's it gone? Event name push. No, this is still not what I want. I wanted to do something to do with tags. Hi, Louis. Hello. Hello. Welcome, humble programmer. Can I ask you how I know if I'm making the right decision in creating a programming language? In my case for blockchain, one already exists, Solidarity. Well, there's not, like, the only way to decide if something is worth doing is if it makes sense for you, right? Like, what I think making a language is such a colossal thing to do that I think you probably shouldn't think anything about the end goals, because 99.99% of the time you're not going to get there. You should be doing things that you take value from the process. You know, it's you know, like, should I learn to play the guitar and form a band? Well, the idea of, like, being a touring musician might be very attractive, but you're not going to get there. People do get there, but, like, you're almost certainly not going to get there. So as much as it's good to love the idea of, like, performing or love doing performances, but you really got to love the grind of you know, learning guitar and practicing guitar and making music and writing songs. Like, that's the bit you need to be really invested in. This sort of end goal that you could achieve doesn't really matter. Like, if my goal at the beginning of my only goal in Gleam was to make a language as successful as it is now, I don't think I would have got here. Because, you know, it took like 6-7 years of grind, and then if I hadn't have got lucky, like really lucky, nothing would have come to it. So, you know, you need to you need to be taking lots of value from the process before taking on any, you know, from any large project. That's my thought on big things. Yeah, I think the phrasing "invest in creating a programming language," like the way you phrase that, makes me think the answer is no. If it's about investing in things, I think there's like there's almost certainly, unless you're like uniquely positioned in some way. You know, like there's some large organization willing to fund it, or there's some special thing you have that can get you loads of market share, then it's almost certainly not useful, I don't think. It's just hard, you know. Big projects are really hard. Investing your free time. Yeah, you know, but I mean, like, looking at it you said I meant investing on my free time after my day job. Yeah, but like thinking about it as an investment. You know, so for example, you know, should I be investing all my time into building a model train set? No, but you can spend your time. You know, don't expect to get anything back. Like, it should be, this is just the thing you do for fun, right? Investments imply you think you're going to get something back, and you almost certainly are not going to get anything back. Use the truthfulness of a non-empty space. That's okay. Event name equals release. Do I want it to be on a release though? Can't I just do it on a? Does pushing a tag count as a release even if I don't make a GitHub release? I can't remember how I did this on the other thing. I have something somewhere that I'm building images for, but I can't remember where it is. I've got a. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh, it's all gone terribly wrong. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely like I have a project somewhere where I did it on stream, didn't I? Maybe I can go to my stream and find it. Oh, look at this cool guy. He's got a great hat on and everything. Try and deploy a Linux server. Do not play. And in the description, I don't link it. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm just gonna like watch an advert. Skip. Right. Oh no, what do I do here? No! Why didn't I link? Why didn't I post? Why didn't I save the link? That's so annoying. Where's this code? I know I own this code. Where is it? Maybe I can search in my file system for this. This. Oh, but it's gonna be in. Oh no. What are we looking for? I'm trying to remember how I set this up previously to only build on tags, which is what I want. Get rid of that. I guess I can just filter it. There we go. Oh, it's annoying. Right. Whoops. Only build on tags starting with V. Oh, but what was the actual build failure? Oh, it's that the tag was formatted incorrectly because there wasn't a tag. And then let's go over to the website and fix that deployment thing. Do we think that's going to work? Each time a tag, starting with V. For example, V 1.0.0. There we go. So but it hasn't run. Oh, no. Oh, because I didn't push a tag. I got to push a tag, otherwise nothing happens. Okay, so that's cool. It shows nothing's happened. And then let's go back over to packages. Not this one, this one. Sure. So push a tag, go back to the website. Louis, what was your mindset like in the early days of Gleam? What are some things that push you to keep going? I was just interested in, hold on. I'm currently building a little toy Lisp. It's tons of fun and somewhat manageable compared to implementing other languages with more complex syntax. That's awesome. That's really cool. Lisps are really fun to make. Because I think parsing is a bit of a slog. Like designing syntax is interesting, and making syntax it's important to make a good syntax in order to attract people to language. Generally, using a Lisp syntax will put a lot of people off. Maybe that matters, maybe that doesn't. But I think implementing parsers is kind of boring. I don't really like it. So making Lisps is more fun, I think. So what was your mindset in the early days of Gleam? What are some things that push you to keep going? Love of the process of making a thing. Every time you got something new working, that was really exciting. Learning things, experimenting, improving, learning new skills. You know, those are the things that you know, kept me going. Not really anything to do with it being used for things. I mean, these days it is, but that's, you know, it's quite radically different. The situation 8 years into something to the first 6 years or so for me, because that's when it hit. Hey Matthew, how's it going? The classic, I've done this before and I don't know where. Yeah, that's my special move. Oh, it failed again. That's really annoying. I'm gonna have to look at it in my other browser again, the one that is logged in. And it's failed because Not a valid registry tag, invalid reference from. Okay. It's looking nearly correct. Is it fine to discuss types? You can discuss anything you want in the chat. Go for it. Why not? It's not like there's like loads of stuff going on in chat. So what's the problem here? Let's go to the other one. Why is this? I don't know why this guy doesn't work. Because I copy pasted it from an existing working thing. So what's going on there? Where is that working thing? I would love to know where it is. My computer's got so much code on it that does the thing I already want to do, but I don't remember where it is. Like, this keeps happening to me. Right. I'm failing to slice off. Ah. Oh. Ah. Yeah, that's a really silly mistake. Okay, good. Well, that's easy to fix. There you go. That's much clearer. So let's save all of those. Correct workflow. So I've obviously made a big mistake here. Okay. Lovely. And git tag delete. Okay, so push that again. Awesome. Good start. The new TypeScript ports. Oh, sorry. Ever wondered if Erlang would work well for ever wondered if Erlang would work well for gaming backends, given how great it is in concurrency? There are video games that use Erlang for the backend. In fact, our main sponsor, where is it? Lambda Class. They have made a video game. It's a MOBA, and their backend is written in Elixir, so it uses the Beam. Yeah, very cool project. I think, and they're looking at using Gleam for bits of it as well, which is exciting. And lots of big video games use Erlang for their communication stuff, like trading and chat and stuff like that. I think World of Warcraft and all the Activision games use Erlang for the chats. Both of them do. So it is quite used. It is quite used in video games. The new TypeScript port is in Golang. Any thoughts? Yeah, sounds pretty cool to me. It's one of those projects where the TypeScript compiler is one of those things where you really want as much performance as possible, because TypeScript is a very expensive to compile language. Oh. Why are you doing this to me? So moving over to something like TypeScript is a fan. So moving over to something like Golang is a fantastic idea. There's loads of other permission denied. The requested installation does not exist. What on earth does that mean? Oh, I've spelled Gleam wrong. I've spotted a problem. I've spotted a problem. Right. Yeah, and I saw a bunch of people getting upset, being like, oh, why aren't you using Rust? Why aren't you using C++ or anything? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, are you going to be maintaining it? No? Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't, who cares? Oops, wrong organization name. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, stop caring about what other people's software's written in. Like, especially if it's native, who cares? Like, both of them, it's just gonna be like download the binary, put it on your computer. It could be written in. It's written in Go. It could be written in Rust. It could be written in C. It could be written in C++. It could be written in Scheme. It could be written in. It could be written in Java using GraalVM. You know, it could be Crystal. You know, anything. Who cares? Ada, that would be awesome. do. I just find people get oddly tribal about software. Like, I don't care. One of the people said on Reddit they spent a lot of time trying to have a structure that worked for Rust. I mean, like, Rust would be a good choice. Go would be a good choice. All these things are good choice. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they feel comfortable. So I personally would want something that has unions to make any compiler in. I'm not a huge... Wait, I didn't actually push a tag. I'm an idiot. I would want something that has unions in it. I'd want something that has unions in it for representing the AST. Go doesn't have that. That's a bit of a shame. I would find that annoying personally. So I wouldn't go for Go, but I'm not a TypeScript maintainer. So it doesn't matter. Who cares? Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the reason is they wanted to use Go instead of Rust, and like they're the maintainers. So yeah, they're going to do a great job. Like they're very talented. Microsoft is a big org. Go is not a bad language for these sort of things. Like whatever, who cares? Can they use non-memory safe imperative procedural systems languages to write a compiler, or would that have been out of the question for their project? The set of languages you have described is what the majority of production compilers, like big compilers, are written in. I think like C++ and C are like by far the most common languages for compilers. Yeah, I personally like to have memory safety inside a compiler, but lots of projects, you know, C++ is everywhere. Right, do you think this works? Yay! I pushed a thing, so now I can go to somewhere. How do I see the packages? Does it? No. I thought it would show it here. Packages? No. Not projects. Packages? Packages! Oh. Last published a long time ago. Yay! View all tagged versions. Yay! Okay. So, I have a tag. Did you get to pick the Gleam color that shows in GitHub when Gleam is present? It is the Gleam branding color. We don't get to pick, but the people over at Linguist, which are the project that manages all that stuff, they were happy to use the branding colors. They tend to spread them out a little bit if there's too many colors that are similar, but Gleam, there's not many pinks, so they're pretty happy with that. From the podcast episode, the main point with Rust was not having parent pointers in the ST. I wouldn't use pointers at all in Rust. I mean, I don't really understand that, because you can quite happily do that. So if I was building a Rust compiler again, I would be using arena allocators, and it's trivial to make parent pointers in. It's not or parent IDs and parent pointers in arena allocator. So I don't know what they're talking about there. TypeScript compilers written in TypeScript. You want to know something also cool? The Python type checker, the Microsoft one, is written in TypeScript. It's not written in Python for performance reasons, which I find like, why would you use TypeScript in that case? Why would you not use Go. You know, they should use Go. Cool. So we've got some. Oh yeah, I'm deploying. I'm going to be deploying stuff, aren't I? Good. So I've got some stuff. What's the next thing it tells me to do on this guide? This isn't the guide. This is the guide. So SSH into my server. Okay. I can't remember what I called it. Packages 2. Do you want to log in? Yes. Lovely. Cool. Now let's add edit. Do I have Vim? I do. Good. Let's add it. The SSHD config and lock myself out, which is going to be fun. Oh, this is nano. Exit. Save buffer. No. How do you set the default editor? I'll just do this. Password authentication. No. There we go. And sudo system control. Let's see if I get locked out when I do this. Cool, still works. Editing SSH was a bit scary, isn't it? Right, so next up, we want to do... What's next in our little server adventure? Let's turn the firewall on. So we're going to allow SSH. And we want to allow HTTP and HTTPS. And then let's enable it. Yes. Cool, still working. Let's add unattended upgrades. And no, let's update first. Editing is probably, yeah. No, I wanted it to persist though, and I didn't want it. I wanted to set the there's a default system in Ubuntu, so I didn't want to just set the editor variable. Unattended upgrades. There we go. Oh, it's already installed. How useful is Ubuntu? Oh, this doesn't do auto completion. Upgrades. Is that spelled right? Oops. There we go. Is that running? Yes, that is running. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Nice hat, by the way, Louis. Thank you very much. I found it in a charity shop, along with all of my other clothes. If I do this, I look like Mario. I love flat caps. They're so silly. Closing the SSH connection, open it again to check if you have access to the bold move. Yeah, it is. I like to live dangerously. Also, like, this server isn't valuable, so like, I lose like 2 minutes of work. Who cares? I spent way more time setting up the workflow than I have doing anything to the server. So what do I want? I will need to install Podman and Caddy. Yeah, I want all that stuff. I did this once with Fedora, and I was shocked by how long it takes to run. What's the package manager called? I forgot. I can't remember. I was shocked by how much. Like in my mind, apt is slow, and I was shocked by like how it made apt look fast. I wasn't a huge fan of that. Let's Let's add our container. Containers system where packages dot container. Lovely. Right. Packages v1.0.0. Oh no. I didn't sudo it. How upsetting. Right. So I is called packages. I can't remember what host it listens on though. What host? What port? Let's find out. We are listening on 3000. I can work with that. I'm gonna need to set an API key somewhere. That's gonna be annoying. DNF is not only slow, but it even died on instances with less than 1 GB RAM. Really? Wow. That's shocking. That's quite upsetting, isn't it? Oh, and I'm gonna need to. So I need to set. Let's look at this. So this says I need to set a database path. Let's check that that is actually the correctly named thing. Please log in to search code. Oh, how annoying. Right. Packages. Oh, I thought I was going to have a config thing here somewhere, but I guess not. Packages. No? No, okay. Ooh. Oh, Patwin0, thank you very much for subscribing. And your first month, thank you so much. Don't leak an API key on stream. Yeah, no, that's the bit that's scary, right? I need to set an API key. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do this. Oh, it's all going to go badly. Hello, what's going on? I'm just deploying a Gleam app to a little Linux server. So what do I there we go. Cool. So I am saying whoop, database path. So let's add that. And I think I say in this guide like how to do. Do I say how to create containers? Sorry, mounts. Oh look. Why doesn't this get? Why isn't this being? There's a typo here. And this isn't marked. This. Okay. Let's fix those things quickly, shall we? Is it because there's a space? And thus the yaks. And thus starts the yak stack. Yak stack. That's a lovely phrase. No, I don't need to actually be in here, do I? I need to be... Did I include something here? No, I didn't. I need to be in here. Okay, so it said you can do this. That's not what I meant to do. Oops, that's not what I meant to do either. I meant to do that. So where should I store my everything? Probably in here. There's nothing in here. So let's make a packages. Packages, storage, And yeah. That wasn't what I meant to do. Why can't I Vim? There we go. Oh, it's already open. So I called it SRV packages storage, and then let's put it in storage. There we go. And I want to tell it to use that with environment. What is it called? The environment variable? Database path. Oops. Lovely. How stable is the Gleam web ecosystem these days, given the main web server is a from-scratch implementation? Yeah, really? That server's been used in production for a long time. That's not the bit I would worry about. There's not really any bits I particularly worry about. But yeah, that is rock solid, really. It's based off lots of prior art, so it's fine. Turns out Beam languages are really good for making web servers. Who knew, eh? So I'm going to need to set some secrets somewhere, which is going to be annoying. How am I going to do this? It's going to be a bit scary. I might. I could give it an incorrect key and it will just error for a while. Maybe we do that. Let's make an environment file. Right, so let's go to the documentation. Environment file. Okay. So then I can say the storage, provide the secrets. Oops. Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling with my typing today. It's probably because I gave blood, so I'm like, you know, I'm a pint lighter. Oh, if I weigh myself now, I'd be lighter. Packages, environment. There we go. So let's make this. I've got to copy like this. Gotta go. See ya, Jack. Switch to black screen on stream where you do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just go to a different scene, but it's always a bit scary, isn't it? Like, make sure your copy buffer is emptied before you switch back. So the other hex API key is the name equals fake. There we go. And I think that's all we need, really, I think. Let's try and run it and see what happens. Does it say any other steps where we go? No, it doesn't. It just says, let's just reload the daemon and then off we go. Okay, so. I can't remember. I think I just called it packages. Oops, package it. Oh. Lovely. Oh. What's the error? Oh. Doesn't work. Oh, only manifest. Okay. Don't know. Right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Back in a few minutes, folks. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hello. Dun, 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 I'm back. Just putting on my programming gloves. Very important. So what failed? Oh, I know what it is. The tag's wrong. Tag says production, but it's a version number. Do 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 do. Nope. I'm actually really careful about that as well. Production v1.0.0. Restart. It's taking longer. That's a good sign. So it didn't fail. That seems to be. Oh, my door's blown up. I'm back. Okay. Checking out Lambda class. Yeah, they're good folks. And if you're who was it who was saying they're interested in all the crypto stuff? They do loads of they do video games, but they also do like loads of crypto infrastructure stuff. So could be interesting to you. Honestly, I don't know much about it myself. I've never really dipped much into crypto stuff. It's just not something I've I don't have a use case. I think a lot of people use it for like speculative gambling sort of stuff, which like if you enjoy that, sure, whatever. I think it's a bit high risk for my tastes. And Jesus, you read all these stories of like young lads betting everything on some coin and losing their life savings. Oh, so sad. So sad. Right, do we think this worked? No! Cool, we got an error saying this nonsense didn't work. I think that's because the app is not checking status codes, and so it's trying to pass an error object as something. That's good. That means it's running if nothing else. So if we went to if we curled it, oh, look at all that stuff. Packages 2.gleam.run port 3000. Oh. What? Oh, because the firewall's on. Silly. See what a fool I am. Let's keep going. Yeah, okay, so that's what I was doing. Now I just need to start my caddy stuff. Lovely. Oh. It's my new desktop background. It's like nice fuzzy HTML. Right, so caddy's config is stored in the caddy directory. And there's a caddy file. Yeah, I don't want any of that. Oh, read-only file. I always forget that. So I want to say packages 2.gleam.run. We want to reverse proxy that to localhost 3000, I think we set it on. And now let's restart caddy. I don't know if it can like pick up the changes without restarting it, but who cares? It restarts very quickly. So now if I curl okay, I get a redirect. Cool, and it loads something. So let's see what that looks like in my browser. Yay! Website. Excellent. So everything's working except for those secrets. So I'm going to need to set those up. Nice earring, by the way. Thank you very much. I bought it off AliExpress for like 80 pence. I really think I like it. Can I show my kind of? There you go. Look at that. I'm quite into the Celtic stuff. Yeah, I'm learning to speak Guelga. Gwelga. Oh no, my pronunciation's rubbish. Yeah, so I'm learning to speak Irish, and I like all the Celtic stuff. It's just cool, you know. It's fun to connect with your heritage, isn't it? And also, like learning a endangered language, I think is really cool. You know, like you could learn French or Spanish or whatever, but like go learn Welsh. Go learn you know, go learn Breton, go learn Ojibwe, you know, go learn Apache, you know, go learn something that's native to your area that doesn't really exist anymore. Do you like Zelda? The series of games, I played them on the Game Boy. I played them on the Game Boy Color when I was a kid. Yeah, learn it on. Yeah, well, I didn't say learn a Celtic thing specifically. Learn, learn something that is, you've got some connection to. Maybe you live in an area, like maybe you could learn one of the Native American languages, or learn something that's from wherever you are, or learn something that's your ancestry. Anyway, here's my Game Boy. Oh, it's green, so you can't see it. Oh, it's a really lovely, beautiful green. It's a proper. It is. Yeah, it vanishes into my green screen. It's like proper green screen green. It looks great. So I played Oracle of Seasons mostly on this thing as a child. I've ordered one of those SD card game packs. I'm looking forward to playing lots of old Game Boy games on this. So there's no backlight on it, which is kind of interesting. Like you can play in direct sunlight and nowhere else, which we're so spoiled these days, aren't we? On the other hand, the battery life is like forever, which is really nice. Whoa, void coloured Game Boy. Those things are rare. I'd like to have one of the transparent ones. In fact, I would quite like to mod this to have a lithium battery on it and a backlight, but I'm not willing to cut up my childhood Game Boy at all. Maybe I could find. Maybe if I get into this, I'll try to find someone who can do that for me. I'm not sure I can be bothered. Celtic violin music is lovely. Yeah, I agree. Only thing I don't like about this. So the Game Boy is like one of the nicest feeling objects. Like it just feels really good. It's a good weight. It feels really solid. It works. It looks pretty much new, and it worked. And this was a kid who used it for years and years and years and years, and took very little care of it. And it still works great, even though it's like 30 years old or something. It's not quite 30. 27 years old. The only thing I don't like about it is because the way the battery compartment works, it's got like a little. I can't show you because it's green, but it's got like a little clip, and that's come slightly loose, which means that's annoying. I want it not to rattle. I can't find anywhere that sells the right back battery cover in the right color. It also has the come on, focus. You can do it. I believe in you. No? It also has this sticker on it, which I think if you bought a new one, it wouldn't have the authentic sticker, which I quite like. I might just buy some like blue tack or something and put it behind there to hold it in place. Cool stuff. I've also got a DS around here somewhere, which I find much less appealing for some reason. It's just not quite as nice an object. Anyway, I was doing something to do with computers, wasn't I? Let me put this away. Celtic violin music is lovely. I've got a tin whistle I can't play here somewhere. I tried to learn it, and every time I'd make any noise with it, my cat would go ballistic. He really hates it. Got to go. I'll be back in a bit. See you around. Okay, so I'm going to try and get that secret. This is going to be so awkward. It's going to make me so nervous. Right, okay, I'm going to set this on this one to minimize the chance of me showing you anything. And then I'm going to go to Hex. I'm going to make a new API key. Oh, I can't even log in because I need my authenticator. My authenticator is being used. Can I do it on my tablet? I hope I can. It's going to be really annoying if I can't. Please be here. Please be here. Where is it? What am I looking for? I'm looking for Hex. There it is. Phew! Okay. Whoa. I really need to buy a phone just to use as a webcam at some point. I mean, I don't do this very often. Right. Go to my profile? No, go to my dashboard. Keys. Gotta make a new key called API. Oh. And I'll call this one packages Vultr, because I've deployed it on Vultr. I presume it's Vultr? Or is it just Vultr? And I'm going to give it read access to the API. What happens if you give it nothing? Surely that doesn't work. Okay, now I've got a secret that I'm going to really nervously have on my clipboard buffer. And then I can put it here. Whoops. Oh, read-only file again. I'm going to do this every time, aren't I? Oh dear. Okay, is that correct? I think that's correct. Ooh, ooh. This is scary. And am I done? I'm restarting it. What's happening? Oh no, it's like hanging. Okay, is it working? Is it working? It's all getting very exciting. Oh, oh, oh. It's doing something. Right. Do I feel confident going here again? I feel really nervous that I've done something silly. Hello, my friend. Hello, Astro Wizardry. How are you doing? I'm hiding my terminal because I was just editing some secrets, and I'm just like terrified that I'm gonna like show my secrets somehow. Let's do, like, have I got any secrets on screen? I don't think I do. Don't think I have. I think this is all okay. There we go. Okay. So, how do you do? I can't remember what the journal command is. Journal control. Is it like XU packages? There we go. Is that the one just happened? Oh no. Is it not working? I'm not sure it's working. I don't really want to debug API stuff on stream. Oh dear. Right. I'm gonna hide it again, and then I'm gonna recheck my env stuff. Sudo podman processes. I think I've worked out what the problem is. That they've got the format incorrect for the end file. You folks definitely can't see this, right? I think so. Right. Let's bring you back now. Yeah. Oh, I'm scared. I don't like this. I'm never managing secrets on stream ever again. What a terrible idea this was. We just want to see your beautiful face. Oh no, that says you just see my beautiful face. You don't want to. You just do. Okay. Journal. Oh, it's working. Can I like follow? No. Status follow. No, you can't have it automatically rerun. Whoa! I got rated by a party of 2. Ah, 2's better than 1. 2 people, that's a party. How's it going, Infinite Coder 1? What were you doing on your stream? Astro Wizard who says, been enjoying Gleam recently. I don't know, cute language. It really is a cute language, isn't it? I'm glad you're enjoying it. Status, 38 seconds ago. I think after 1 minute it hits the Hex API, so I'm going to talk to you for like another 20 seconds and then I'm going to check it again. I don't think you leaked anything, though I was doing my student finance reapplication, so I wasn't paying full attention. Well, good luck with your student finance reapplication. It sounds awful. Oh dear. All right, 1 minute, 1 second ago. Yay, look, it's, oh wow, and it's like, okay, so let's go back over here. Yeah, we've got some data from Hex, and it's a really important package. I'm really happy that the first package we have saved is UU. Let's just quickly look at what the UU package does. Let's go to the online documentation for it. UU. There you go. If you, you can't, oh, okay. I would like to see any, this documentation needs work. Documentation needs work. Let's demo it. It's very important. Anyway, good. I'm glad that these things are working. Oh, look at that. How exciting. Right, so let's go to my desktop. Let's make a new project called average Gleam developer. Oh dear, what am I doing? So so if you run a project by default, it just says hello from the package name. But if you add and then let's run that and see what it does. Hello from average Gleam developer. How perfect that was the first package to be picked up by our API crawling. Oh dear. We've been doing compiler for development. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Oh, that sounds really cool. What compiler are you working on? Good. What a great ending to the deployment. I've been meaning to deploy that site for ages, so I'm going to leave that to run for a while. And once I'm confident everything's working well, I'm gonna turn off the existing instance, which is on. So it's the packages site with a few things in it, but the main one is at packages without the 2, and that's using SQLite. And then I'll switch over to this new one that doesn't use SQLite, and then we can have that as the official one. Hey, that's all going very well. Oh, cool. I haven't seen this one either. I really like going to the packages site. You can go on it and you can see like what's all the latest stuff that's been going on. Oh, nice. That looks so useful. Oh, wow. What a great project. I can't star it because I can't log in. Okay, great. I'm going to put this in my other... Oops. I'm going to put this in my other browser so I can star it. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. I haven't had lunch today. It's nearly dinner time. Which is probably bad. Since I've given blood, I think you are actually supposed to eat quite a lot of food. Let me refresh. It still says 4. But I started it. Why doesn't it say 5 now? Let's try again. Refresh. It still says 4. Okay. I've been conned by GitHub. Lovely. Lovely, very exciting. It's all gone tremendously well. I've rewritten it a few times now, but but right now I'm basically writing a Rust compiler in Rust. Whoa, that's cool. That's hard. That's really hard. Later, it's going to get split into more crates and support more languages. Wow, that's amazing. Louis, I've eaten. Come on. Even I've eaten. Come on. Well, I mean, they gave me a packet of crisps when I gave blood. I got caught up and I was having loads of fun streaming. But I think I'm done now anyway. We've deployed a thing. We updated some documentation. Done a bunch of little bits and bobs that I've been meaning to do for ages. I'm going to call that a success. So that means we just raid someone, right? So who's the most raidable person? Who's this? Docker and Nix again. Okay. Browse. Software. I do not want to buy anything for Twitch. Solving code thingies. Any suggestions, folks? Anyone we think we should be raiding? No, I've just arrived. Oh, Voppy, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go back and rewatch the recording, I suppose. Game. Lua. Free Pascal? Wow, that sounds cool. Jupyter Hell Classic Developer. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Next.js. Some other stuff. Anyone got any favorites, everybody? None of my friends are online. Unless any of you don't want to go online. I'll raid you if you want to go online. La 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 la. Eduardo, yeah, that was the Eduardo's the one that's jumped out at me the most. Oh, cybersecurity. That could be fun. They got a Matrix background, so. .NET live coding. Could be fun. Z streams. Where's the Z streams? We're big Z fans in the Gleam world. Maybe I should just use Z. Oh, is it like Z the person, not Z the editor? Snappy hat. Snap. There you go. It's a me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, it's me. Look at this little chappy. Yeah. How exciting. Very good. Wait, hold on. If I sort by like most viewers, am I at the top? Am I near the top at least? Oh, I'm nowhere near the top. That's upsetting. I'm in the second row though. Isn't that bad? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are these people all game developers? No, this isn't. This person is an AI startup live, and it's a gosh. God, look at that lovely apartment they've got. 0 to 1 million in 90 days. Is that doable? I've been working on something for 8 years, and I earn a lot less than 1 million. That's an understatement. I should collab with Prime for a Gleam coding stream. Ooh, that sounds lovely, but it also sounds like a lot of work. Streaming's stressful. I like to do really bad streaming. I don't know how these pro streamers do it. You gotta be like really switched on all the time. 4th monitor content. Okay. All right, let's do Eduardo. Or maybe the security one. Let's check the security one because I don't know who they are. What? What's going on? Okay, not that one then. Eduardo it is. Let's raid Eduardo. Where is Eduardo? Docker and Nix again. Oh, this is what? They're not even streaming. It's like, just be right back. Vagmore Sigma's streams are very chaotic. Okay, let's check that out. Where are they? Go away. It's really making my computer like this. I was thinking about buying one of the new framework desktops. They make one that comes with, oh, they're not online. What are you on about? There's a framework just released it. See with desktops, the thing people are like, oh, but like desktops are already modular. What's the point? You know what I like about them is the fact I can just buy one and not have to think about it, and it's probably gonna be good. Like normally pre-built desktop computers are like pretty dodgy. I search for tags. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I just don't know how things work. Oh my gosh. Ah, there we go. Thank you very much for telling me that I'm a fool. What is it? What is it?
Hi, Hobbit.
Rusty Hobbit, hello.
Hi.
Okay, this will do. Let's do it. How do I?
Percent distract.
Raid.
There we go.
Boom. All right, there we go. Let's turn this down. Thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your biannual stream. And as a Gleam streamer, it was all about Linux. Lovely documentation. I'll do another one when I haven't lost a litre of blood at some point in the near future, and it'll probably be like 10 to 15% better. So have a lovely time. I'll see you around. Anything else? Oh yeah, sponsor me on GitHub Sponsors. Do it. I need the money. Bye. Bye.